Greetings in the best of salutations. That would be prayer, power, peace, patience, and prosperity. That which encompasses and that which embodies praise. Representation. Represent. Linguistically, we have the word re. Something that has came about again. Represent. Not to mention the word re also is associated with R-A, Ra. Yes. The rays and the energy that come from the sun, that which gives us natural light. In the present. Or jurisdiction power. It is known in the United States that dealing with the court system, that there was a movement that was taking place, and the young folks just took it to the streets because they were not getting justice in court. Jurisdiction, power. It's said in this country, United States, taxation without representation is tyranny. Another country was over the seas, and now they're going to tell another country how they should go about handling their business. No representation. Taxation, taxing. I believe it was I don't know if it was a tea tax or something, but something that is taxing. Just make a point. Something that is a burden. The burden of misleading people in the burdens of your own wrongdoing. It is what you call a misrepresentation. I think that's key there, a key point. But jurisdiction power is the power of the court to adjudicate cases and issue orders. I make a case that we in a society is under social reconstruction, where our feelings are becoming desensitized. This is evidence. Our thoughts demoralized, our attitude dehumanized, our communication devitalized. I mean, what we're saying to one another, we're not listening unless it has a halo of respectability by mainstream society. And now activity is becoming destabilized. So dealing with a spirit of apathy. Okay. And I say the case that we suffer from SDLD, a social disorder learning disability. Because So there is a African teacher teaching that talks about, I just use that term because our beginnings is one of humble, and that's beyond geographical. That social conflict bring forth misfortune. And I say that social stress leads to mental pain, and mental pain leads to physical harm. And I'm not just saying because I say this is something that I have studied, seen, observed, and experienced. But it's my observation, it's my experience, and this is what I have come to study, to learn, to know. That one's social interaction skills, the human touch, has been replaced with something that is artificial and mechanical. So, for the most part, one could be also dealing with what is called artificial intelligence. Yes. But the case, the SDLD, and dealing with really people are very coming, not only dealing with the spirit of apathy, but it's like external therapy, aesthetics, external therapy. Yes. A picture that is being projected through a mechanism, through the misuse of the mechanism or the device of technology, but one should not be left alone with his or her own device. Yes. I've learned that there's 3 behaviors: value, virtues, views, and vices. Yes. But these cases issue out orders, and I always say the issue is character resolve, and deals with territorial, become very territorial, very, I would like to call it very animalistic. And the word animal comes from the word animated. Cartoon. There was a brother who was considered to be the father of animation, but you know that there is no remote, there is no comeback. Even though I said, use the word representation when I'm talking about the physical manifestation or the physical representation of an attribute of this of that specific attribute of you. Yes. Each blade of grass is different, and that's a. If that is so, scientifically proven, that each blade of grass is different when it comes to even our human existence, that there will be another me, there will be another you, there will be, there is a force out there, man, that we can't even fathom, that is more powerful than us. The closest I can get to it and how far I am away from it is thought. It's thought. Yes. Because that what you think you found, you think you have it, you really don't have it. Yeah, it just further distance itself. But it leaves evidence of this powerful force by way of creation. And and which means the physical representation, spattle, only for a moment in time. Yes, only for a moment in time to serve a purpose. Yes. And I realize that the purpose is to reach our full potential. So therefore, I try to say cultivate the potential of knowledge that is in us all, because we all have the potential and the propensity to either help or harm. So what has been injured? Is it our potential of not, or has it of not reaching our full potential? So therefore, we're dealing with a spirit of we're dealing with a spirit of apathy, which means that we have not made the transition from sympathy to empathy. So therefore, we're dealing with a spirit of apathy. Take it to the courts. The court, a government agency, exercise its power. And even how the power is extended. Then we deal with adjudicated power, means the power to make formal judgment or a decision about a problem or a dispute. Take it to the courts. It is says that one brother's ministry, his goal was to take it to a certain place, to offer his service. You can have a name, but yet you're not living up to it in practice. He went to a certain leadership to present him or her, or to present himself. And when he arrived there, it says that he did his work, he ministered there. The point of this is that, and he taught them. He presented himself as something or someone. He represented himself by presenting something, knowing someone, knowing that he himself is nothing without the assistance of someone. See, I would have never been here without the existence of a mother and a father. Yes. So, what has happened? Is it so that many is the misrepresentation that one is giving more credibility, or giving more credibility to something that is not earned, but yet you have earned your way or made it through, so to speak, to a certain status and positions, and you're thankful for that person or people who helped to get you to where you are. That's fine. That's fine. But what is the intentions and what is your intentions behind the one that is helping or has helped you? Is it using you to further perpetuate and promote and influence others in support of a diabolical scheme and a diabolical plan? Hmm? What is the diabolical scheme and the diabolical plan? That you further minimize having sentiments for those who are less fortunate than you. Yes. Remember I said earlier, one's purpose is to remove, is to not to reflect carelessness or callousness, is to make the transition from sympathy to empathy. And I don't want to get into some words of psychologists. I use the word narcissist and all that other stuff because that's not, I really don't know nothing about it. But yeah, so let's see this here. So something, if you're bringing into something and you're representing something and you're representing someone as well as you're representing something, you're bringing something to the equation. And when you bring something into the equation, you're seeing something and measuring up based upon who that person or people say that they are or pretend to be that they are. I'll be the first to say I'm doing my best to measure up. But I'm not, you can't compare yourself to no one else. Yes. What is the mission? I say, for me, the mission is to promote the value of self-worth. I say, the motto is to communicate with precision a clear image to the world. I say the mandate is to cultivate the potential of knowledge that is in us all. This is what I take to the court. This is what I bring. I say I labor in the field of light transition endeavors, trying to make an impact wherever I go, to be an inspiration to myself as well as to others. But the harvest is plenty, but the labors is few. They says, so-called Jesus is born, Jesus died, Jesus lived, Jesus resurrected. So we're dealing with a day of judgment, a day of judgment, a day of judgment. Yes. You plant, you grow, you harvest, you store. Yeah, man. We are capable of doing great things because we have the potential and the propensity. Also, it requires the potency. To do great things. But that propensity to hurt rather than help or heal in a vice-driven culture and society seems to be getting the best of people. And the pain that people are experiencing and feeling due to the injury, the extent of the injury, is playing itself out. But yet, We are resilient and phenomenal. We will, humanity that is, we have no other choice. Whether we want to pretend that we do, that we must bring in the message that we are capable and yet dependable, committed and dedicated to reach our full potential. The power is invested in us that we move and make the transition from sympathy to empathy. Take it to the core. And even whom we are courting with, our mother, our father, our sister, our brother, our wife, our husband, our friends, our associates, our colleagues, our family, community, and even to the world. That this is a resting place, a testing ground. That we can live at peace, and there are signs of it. That we can, and we shall, for we all are under judgment for this life and possibly for the next. That which we come to be, that which we are, is a resemblance of what we were before. We're just trying to recall it. Huh? Welcome to this reality called life. Not the reality or the simulated reality is given by a conjecturer or master magician that are caught up on the material trappings. Where they seem that their lives are more valuable than the rest of people. They get more attention than the rest of people. Maybe they're getting the wrong attention and they need doctor attention. Don't be influenced nor deceived by that. There is something deeper and greater in you. There's something deeper and greater in me. And Sly never said it better. Family Stone. Everybody is a star. Until next time, talk to you.